At least you can leave that on the top part, right there. Axis Games and Chunsoft. God flipping. None again. I am zero. Let our game begin. Oh no, sadly this doesn't show if who's on the stream. But oh well. I'm just testing out this new thing for live streaming, so oh well. No, what are you doing? Only this will inform you of who are in the stream. That would help a lot. Sadly, that's not the case. But oh well. Anyone gonna be part of this stream? I don't know. Gosh, why? No, stop it. Okay. The device had registered Junpei's bracelet number, which is 5. This was not enough, however. At least 2 more people were needed, Junpei asked. Which pair? Ah, so this is where we stayed. Which pair will make for... Oh, we need a digital root. Oh, no, wait. I almost forgot. Wait, we were on room 5. Or are you trying to go back to room 5? Oh, no, it's a room number 9? I don't get this. I totally forgot what we were doing here. Oh, God. I gotta check something quick. Okay. I don't know if I should go Ace and Lotus, Snake and Seven, Santa and June. Damn it. Who should I go? Who should I go with? Ah, damn it. Ace and Lotus, Snake and Seven, Santa and June. Okay. Um. Go Ace and Lotus. I'm gonna go Ace Lotus. I don't know. Ace, Lotus. You think you could give me a hand here? The pun was a little too on the nose, but the mood was still great. Was that really a pun? I did. Oh, it took me a little moment to catch the pun, actually. Because you actually have to scan the thing using your watch thing that is attached to your wrist. It took me a while to get the pun, but I got it. Damn it. Anyways, both Ace and Lotus lifted their hands silently. He verified, and she followed suit. 5 plus 1 plus 8 equals 14, and 1 plus 4 equals 5. 8 fulfilled the conditions. If they were to pull the lever on his side... Are you guys ready? I'm gonna open it. Junpei grabbed the lever and looked back over her shoulder. He stiffened and nodded. Junpei nodded back and set his mouth in a grim line. Then he slowly lowered the lever. How dramatic! How dramatic for these subtitles! He slowly lowered the lever and he gently opened the door. If you guys get the reference. See, the door opened slowly. It was perfect. There was a metallic groan and the door slid open. A breath of air drifted out of it, carrying a stench that nearly made them gag. Junpei grimaced and put a hand over his mouth. Oh my god. Good god. Lotus and Ace shuddered. 7 grunted. Whoa! That's pretty bad! Even Santa's voice shook. What? It appears that Santa was right. The hallway on the other side of the door was splattered with chunks of torn flesh and dark red blood. What? Whoa! Okay! That is not what I might have. Oh! Welcome, Daniel Santa. And thanks! This video. Thanks! My god, I was expecting it. You know, since it's behind, Spike Chunsoft. I don't know, Chunsoft maybe. You get the point, it's the same company. Because it's just by the same company, they will pull off a Danganronpa and make the blood pink. Can you imagine that? That would be something interesting. That would be something a little interesting. The shriek echoed across the room. It had come from June. Then her strength left her and she dropped. As Junpei turned to catch her, the door groaned shut. Well, we're trapped. She crumpled to the floor. June! You okay? Junpei dropped to his knees and put his arm around her shoulders. That was when he noticed. Her whole body was feverish. She was radiating intense heat. Her face is red too, even. What the hell? Where did this fever come from? June didn't answer. Her face looked like wax and her whole body began to shake. Alright, let's just rest for a minute, okay? You think you can walk? She nodded weakly. Junpei lifted her to her feet and guided her to a nearby chair. Here we go. As gently as he could, he set her down on it. How are you feeling? Are you alright? She nodded, and as she did, a single huge tear rolled down the side of her face. Why? Why did this happen? Her voice cracked, broken by misery and grief and choked by sobs. Why did this happen? Junpei spun around. Do any of you know what the heck is going on here? Who's Zero? What's this nunnery game? Come on, anybody? Anything? What the hell is going on? What are we doing here? No one spoke. Ace, Snake, Santa, Clover, Seven, and Lotus. They simply stood there. 7 pairs of downcast eyes and 7 grim lines for mouths. June's body shook with silent sobs. They slowed as the minutes ticked by, and eventually they stopped. Well, nuts. All we see is now is death. Then suddenly, in the cold, heavy silence that had enveloped them like a thick fog, a bell began to ring. The clock in the central hall, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. It's 10 o'clock. And then on the 10th ring, it stopped. The sound of the bell faded away into silence. It's 10 o'clock then, Ace said what each of them had been thinking.
You mean it's been an hour since Zero's little announcement?
Seven's deep voice echoed across the room. Oh wait, he has a deep voice?
Fudge! Enough of this crap.
Stanton leapt to his feet, his fists clenched. How long are we gonna, foot around it like this? We only got 8 hours until this time limit Zero is going on about us up. Let's get going already! Go! Go! Santa's outburst fell on deaf ears. No one seemed to agree with him. They stared back at him, their eyes blank and their faces tired. Finally, Lotus spoke.
No, I refuse. I'm not gonna end up like him.
Him? You mean Ninth Man?
Of course. Who else?
In his mind's eye, Junpei saw the corpse again. The dark, reddish-black pool of blood. This is not Danganronpa. This is not Danganronpa, guys, so stick to it. The scattered pieces of flesh. Organs strewn across the floor like the blossoming of a grotesque flower. Grotesque. I don't know how you say it. But yeah, I think that, yeah, there's too much blood. There's too much blood on the walls, the floor, and the roof. So that must obviously be brutal. No wonder why we can't see the body. Were you actually wanting to see the body? I don't know. The explosion that had torn through his body had been powerful. Ninth Man's neck had been twisted at an odd angle. Wait, what? Junpei suspected the detonation had thrown him against the wall. Half of his face was crushed and the other half was covered in blood. Wow, savage much? Most of his abdomen had been emptied, either by the explosion or by gravity. He had landed on his back and stark white ribs jutted out of his chest like the legs of some sort of macabre crab. Ooh, okay. The description of this is just... Yep. It was too much of a messy kill. Junpei felt something flip in his stomach. I think he just screwed up. Eyebrows went up, and Santa continued. He probably set up some sort of trapping that killed him. I'm not gonna screw up like that. I'm getting out of here alive. Whatever Snake was laughing at, Santa did not find particularly humorous. I wonder what's he laughing about. What's so god-flipping funny?
Oh, my apologies. You were just so very confident. I couldn't help myself.
What the heck?
I think you've mistaken the situation.
Huh?
The Ninth Man's death. It had nothing to do with the trap. Or at least not the sort of trap you imagine it did.
Then...
he broke one of Zero's rules. That was why he died. Quite simple if you think about it. You still don't?
Alright. How about you take a moment and think back to what Zero said? Specifically, what did he say about the number of people? He said only 3 to 5 people can pass through have one number door, right?
And after that?
You've forgotten the relevant part. What did Zero say? Santa furrowed his brow in thought. Junpei thought back. Zero said that only 2 people can go through, that everyone who verified had to go. More than 6 people can go through. That everyone who verified had to go. Right, because Clover is still out. And what happened was that the guy just went on his own. That's the problem. All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute, right? I think it was something like that. Whatever it was, it means that groups of less than 3 or more than 5 can go through. That is correct. See? We got it right. I still remember it. Some things I may have forgotten, but some things I still remember. So I can't help but to look at that extra spike that Snake has here. Jeez, Snake. What are you trying to follow? What? Are you trying to follow the Danganronpa line with that extra hair spike? You're no protagonist here. A gold star for you, Junpei. Oh, why thank you. Snake inclined his head toward Junpei. The ninth man, however, broke that rule. He tried to pass through a numbered door by himself. That was why he was executed. The similarities are strong. The similarities with Danganronpa are so strong. And she was watching us from somewhere, making sure we don't break any rules. Oh, I'm not so sure of that. Why not? Because this execution system is entirely automatic. You didn't notice? There's no need for them to monitor us. What do you mean? Snake looked at Seven with what could only be described as pity and sigh. Very well. I see it must be me who tells you. I've waited long enough, I suppose. I had hoped Zero might spare me the trouble, but that seems increasingly unlikely. He couldn't see them, of course, but perhaps Snake sensed the confused eyes upon him. When Ace spoke, he gave words to everyone else's thoughts. Do you know something? Well, I know a great many things, but yes. What is it you know? Here. Snake removed a card from the pocket of his jacket. With a flourish, he presented it to Ace, who took a close look at it and spoke. Come on now, what's the point of giving me this? Give me that! Santa snatched the card from Ace, but his expression of disgust quickly turned to one of confusion. Huh? Now what's this? Seven tugged it out of Santa's hands. I see. The card went from Seven to Lotus, from Lotus to June, and finally to Junpei. What's this? He looked at it and understood. This is Braille. Braille? Whatever. The written language of the blind. Oh. Okay. The cart was covered with small embossed bumps. Junpei could recognize it, but he certainly couldn't read it. Sorry guys, I can't read this. Junpei handed the cart back to Snake, who nodded at him with a small smirk. Okay, that was fun. What's important about that card? I found it in my pocket. I can only assume it's a message from Zero. From Zero? A message? What does it say? Suddenly everyone was crowding around Snake, desperate to hear what the message said. Almost forgot Snake was blind. Santa especially looked as if he were about to grab a hold of Snake and shake the answers from him. Snake raised his hand. Calm down now. No need to panic. You don't need to force me. I'll read it. Junpei swallowed hard and waited for him to start. He was not the only one. Presently, Snake began to read, his voice calm. His fingers glided over tiny bumps as he spoke. Bracelet number 2. Since you are not blessed with sight, I shall bless you and only you with information. I shall tell you of the function of the red, of the dead, and of the bracelet. The red is a recognition device. What? No! This is not a hentai. This is not a hentai, yo. Oh god. Trust me, if this was a hentai, it wouldn't be on YouTube. If this was a hentai, it wouldn't be streaming. That was random, but no. Okay. The red is the recognition device. It will verify your number.
Beside every numbered door, you will find a red. The dead is the deactivation device. It does exactly what it says. Once you have passed through the numbered door, you must use the dead to stop the detonator in your bracelet. Wait, what? Wait a minute. The bracelets have a detonators?
Oh no. Oh man, are you serious? Oh well. But perhaps you were wondering, what is this detonator detonate? I'm afraid this may be something of a surprise. I have placed a small bomb inside of you and the people whom you are about to meet.
Wait, really?
How could you put bombs inside of us while we were asleep? You swallowed it while you were unconscious.
Okay.
Oh God! Talk about timing. Thanks for the answer. Thanks for the answer, game. Oh God.
I have no doubt that by the time you read this note, the bomb will have passed your stomach and found its way to your small intestine. Oh God.
How can a bomb just stay like that inside? I mean, I don't know. Should it dissolve or anything? Oh well. In other words, you will be unable to regurgitate it. Well, damn. Can you defecate it though? I'm not sure. I suggest you do not try. Well, damn it.
As I mentioned before, the bracelet on your left hand contains a detonator. Think of it as a remote fuse or timer for the bomb in your body. There's only one condition which will cause it to detonate. That condition is that you enter a numbered door. Once you have done so, the timer will activate no matter who you may be. You will have 81 seconds. 81 seconds? If, after that time, the detonator has not been deactivated, it will send a signal to the bomb in your body, instructing it to explode. In order to deactivate the detonator, every person who verified the number at the red must also verify the numbers at the dead. Okay, makes sense. Once all numbers have been verified by the dead, you need only pull the lever at its side and the countdown will cease. Anyone who does not verify their number at the red will find themselves unable to verify the number at the dead. That is to say, if you should pass through a numbered door without first verifying your number at the red, in 81 seconds you will be dead. You must also keep in mind that the numbered doors will close automatically after 9 seconds have passed. Oh, 9 seconds? Okay. So long as the door is open, the death will not function. You would do well to remember this. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. 1. You escape from the ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. Wait, what? Your heart rate reaches 0? Oh no. How can you do this? In other words, once a bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, where the text that is where its heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. There is no other way to remove your bracelet. If you attempt to force it off or disable the detonator, the bomb within you will immediately explode. Oh, you have got to be joking. Forbidden action, anyone? This is all the information which I can impart to you. How you choose to use it is for you to decide. If used wisely, you can eliminate those who might be a danger for you. For a time, you will be able to control your fate. I wish you the best of luck. Well, that's an interesting info. Snake finished reading and carefully returned the card to his pocket. The message had been lengthy, but its meaning was clear. Only those who verified the numbers at the red could pass through the numbered doors. Teams could not increase or decrease their numbers. The Reds, Deads, and Bracelets enforced the rules. They were the judge, jury, and executioner. In defiance of Zero's suggestions, both Santa and Seven put fingers down their throats and began to gag. The rest stiffened. Some touched their stomachs. Some simply stared at the bracelets. Junpei gingerly touched his stomach. There was a bomb inside his body. The thought of it made him queasy. His stomach felt oddly hollow, and his legs were weak. Why had Zero designed such a ludicrous game? Junpei looked over at the others. Alright, I'm gonna ask one more time. Do any of you know anything about Zero? They were all silent, each person waiting to hear what the others would say. Finally, Santa spoke. Actually, I saw him. I saw Zero when I got grabbed. I didn't see his face, though. Son of a B was wearing some kind of gas mask. What the hell? Come on, guys, give me something. You know, like surprise me or surprise or something. Instead, it was Santa who looked surprised. There was a moment of silence, and then everyone spoke at once. Yeah, I saw him too. Me too. He was wearing a gas mask. As stories were sorted out, the truth became clear. All of the stories were the same. They had been abducted at home at midnight. The person claiming to be Zero had worn a mask. They had been wet with smoke, and then each person had passed out. When they awoke, they had found themselves on D deck in a room with a 3-level bunk bed. Only 7 stories seemed to lack the detail of the others. Oh, me? Yeah, well, I was just like the rest of yours. That was all he had said. It had occurred to Junpei at the time that it sounded somewhat strange, but he didn't press the issue. He hadn't done so because there was something that struck him as even stranger. That was the mystery of the relationship between Snake and Clover. For some reason, they had been abducted from the same room and woken up in the same room. Junpei looked at them thoughtfully. So what's the deal with the two of you anyway? It was Clover that answered. Clearly she felt she had nothing to hide. We're siblings. Oh, okay then. Siblings? Yes? Snake is my older brother, obviously. That means I'm his little sister. Wow. Okay then. That's interesting. That really is so hard to understand? Well, I'm pretty sure you two don't look alike from the start. You two don't look alike at all. Junpei was taken aback. The others seemed just as surprised. She is correct, of course. He laid his hand on Clover's shoulder. Are you surprised? Well, yeah, but why? There are other people here with connections to one another. Those two, for instance. Snake pointed at Junpei and June. Oh, you mean between Jumpy and me? Yes. You did say you were childhood friends, didn't you? You went to school together? Yeah. June glanced at Junpei, uncomfortable with the sudden attention. Junpei felt somewhat nervous as well, and tried to scratch his head as casually as possible. Hey, you think maybe you can figure out who Zero is this way? You're right. You connect the dots between the victims, and that leads you to the pearl. Textbook stuff. Junpei, June, does any of this ring a bell? Ring a bell? Ring a bell? They looked at one another, and like it was staged, they both tilted their neck at the same time. Well, perhaps you went to school with the son of a multi-millionaire. A millionaire? Son? Well, Someone bought this boat and set up all of this. Whoever's here is, they must be incredibly rich.
Well, we can't be sure of that. To me, this seems as though it's the work of an organization, not an individual.
Seems most likely is simply of a representative of a larger group. I'm telling you, the similarities are strong here.
What sort of organization? Could be a number of things. An army, perhaps, or a research group. Perhaps this is all sort of psychological experiment. If it is, then it's a pretty messed up experiment. I mean, come on, a guy's dead.
The word dead hung in the air, heavy and ominous. The room went quiet again. Jeez, come on, Santa.
I don't know who the hell this Cyril a-hole is.
I know for sure he's gonna be pretty messed up in the head to do all this. If this was all one guy, then he's got some serious issues. Even with the specter of death hanging over them, the discussions continued for some time. In the end, however, they learned nothing. By the time they finished, 1.5 of their 9 hours were gone. All they had to show for it was impatience.
Man, look, we only got
7.5 hours or 7.5 hours.
You really sure you want to just sit around?
No one was willing to argue this time.
Very well then. There's only one way for us to proceed.
Sure, no, that'd be fun running around.
No, we gotta jump when Cyril says jump.
Well, it's sticking just to sit around here doing nothing. Thanks to Snake Scott, at least we have some idea how this all works.
Correct. And so long as we follow the rules, we will most likely be alright.
But
what?
who's going to go in which door?
June looked toward the numbered doors.
Yeah, that's right.
We can't have any more than 5 people in one door. All 8 of us can go in the same door.
And it would seem we will have to split up.
Wait,
Lotus looked terrified.
I'm telling you now, there's no way in hell that I'm going into door 5.
Come now. Don't be selfish.
Call me whatever the hell you want. I'm not going in there. If I'm going to have to walk through all that blood, then I'd rather stay here.
You are doing so well.
Ace shook his head sadly.
Sorry, but I ain't going in there either. Someone else can go into door 5. Oh, Santa, not you too.
Hey man, I just bought these shoes. I think I'm getting some creepy dude's blood all over, and you got another thing coming. Grammar? You got another thing coming or thing coming. Yeah. That was the last straw. What the hell, man? Don't you want to get saying we should get going?
Yeah? Doesn't mean I wanted to go to door 5. Oh, God.
There was an awkward silence. Finally, Seven spoke.
Fang, I'm going to door 5. I can't go in there alone, though.
Anyone willing to come with me? There was another long silence. This time, Snake was the one to break it.
I'll go.
What?
Don't worry, you'll be fine. We may part now, but I'm certain we'll meet again later.
How do you know that?
Because I do.
That's not an answer. I'm going too. I'm going into door 5.
What am I going to do with you? Oh God, yes, what are you gonna do?
There's nothing we have to do.
Ace stepped forward.
If I join you, the problem is solved, correct?
7 is 7.
And Snake is 2. If Jack Clover is 4 and I'm number 1, the digital root would be 5.
7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 14, and 1 plus 4 is 5. No, it works perfectly. The 4 of us can go into door 5.
Wait, what about the other 4? What's their digital route gonna be?
Junpei did a quick mental calculation. Lotus, Santa, June, and Junpei remain. The brazen numbers were 8, 3, 6, and 5. Okay, so we got 8 plus 3 makes 19, 11, and 6 makes 17, and 5 makes 22. The digital root is 2 plus 2 equals 4. So we're going to door 4? Yeah, exactly. He repeated what he determined. It's 4. Add up our 4 places number and the digital root is 4. Then we can go into door 4.
Yeah, huh. That worked out well.
Junpei ran over the team assignments in his head one more time. 4 people were going to door 5. 7, Snake, Clover, and Ace. 4 people were going to door 4. Lotus, Santa, June, and Junpei. Junpei had to ask himself if the teams were what he really wanted. Beyond door 5 was what remained of the 9th man. He never wanted to see that thing again, but something in him said it would be unwise not to examine the corpse even a little closer. Of course, if he went to door 5, he wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa. True, it would be possible for him to bring June with him to door 5, but that would mean she would have to see the horrific carnage that waited there. Junpei didn't want that. Junpei was torn. Should we stay silent and go through door 4? Or should we stop them all and insist on going to door 5? As he turned his options over and over in his mind, Ace spoke up.
Alright, seems to reach a conclusion. Shall we go?
He began to walk toward door 5. Clover and Snake followed, with 7 a short distance behind. Junpei, which door do you want to go through? What? Oh man, it's not that long. 39 minutes. Hold on a sec.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh man, which door should I go through? I'll go to door 4 or go to door 5. Oh no. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. For 4 or door 5? Anyone? Anything? I don't know. Seriously? No more comments? Oh well. Which door do you want to go through? Oh god. Sorry. No, I want to go to door 5. or do I want to go to door 4? I mean, I was already in that door. I was already on door 5. I mean, that's pretty sure from where I woke up. I want to trying to find out what is in door 4. You know what? I want to examine what's left of the nightmare. So let's go to door 5.
Hey, wait!
Junpei's cry echoed across the room. 4 people walking toward the door stopped and turned back toward him.
I want to go through door 5 too.
The words were scarcely out of his mouth when June spoke up.
What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through the door, then I'm going with you.
He turned around to look at her. No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that? June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest. It had cleared his stress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions. Please, let me go in door 5. Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man.
Man, now we're right back where we started, you know that?
Junpei's bracelet number is 5, right? If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us. Snake turned to Ace. Ace, please take good care, Clever.
Alright. That's fine.
1 plus 4 equals 5.
Don't go away.
You need to listen to me, Clever. Go to door 4 with the others.
No.
Don't be so selfish. Snake's tone was harsh. Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened and he put his arm around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear, "You'll be fine. Just relax." It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them. He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring.
Okay. I understand.
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. Before long, new teams were assembled. Thus going to door 5. 7, Snake and Junpei. 7 plus 2 plus 5 would equal 14. And as we already know, 1 plus 4 equals 5. Thus going to door 4. Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 will equal 22. And 2 plus 2 equals 4. 7, Snake and Junpei scanned their number bracelets in quick succession. The screen on the red showed 3 asterisks. Right then, let's go! Junpei glanced around one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the red.
Okay. Please be careful.
Concern was written plainly across her face. Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. Alright, let's go in. With the sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open. Ahead of them, in the small hallway, were the pitiful remains of the 9th man. For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse and his feet would not leave the floor. 7, too, seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following. Do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you? He hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was at most slightly cocked toward one shoulder. Junpei and 7 looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrist of all 3 men. 7 and Junpei looked down at their bracelets. On both of them and on Snake's, a red skull had flickered to life. Ah, come on, that's what you put in the Danganronpa shenanigans, you bunch of bastards. Instead of making a red skull, you make it pink. That's where you add the Danganronpa shenanigans. You suck. Instead of the blood, you make the skull go pink. Okay, I see how it is. The detonator had begun its countdown. They had scarcely processed this information when the door has been shut. With a metallic slam, the numbered door behind us swung shut. Unless they could find a device that would deactivate detonators on their wrists, they would not be leaving the hallway. Hey, where's the dead? The fear and urgency in Seven's face reflected what all three of them felt. Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the dead. He found it easily enough. It was on the wall, next to the closed door in the spot. Found it! Right here! As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other two scrambled to follow suit. As soon as he finished, Snake threw the lever down. Makes a lot of sense. Phew. Well, it looks like it stopped. As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand. Damn, thing's gonna give me a heart attack. A muscle stood in Seven's neck. The corners of his mouth were twitching. Junpei, are you alright? Are you guys okay? They could hear anxious voices muffled but distinct from the other side of the door. Yeah, we're fine. The detonators have been deactivated. They heard relief sighs, and even through the door, the three men could feel the tension disperse. Alright, we're moving on. Be careful, okay? Okay. Sure thing. They heard footsteps moving away, and before long they were alone again. Junpei looked around. The hallway had a dead end, 20 or 30 feet from where they stood. A thick iron wall blocked their way. Try as they might to force it, the wall refused to move. To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked possibly inviting by comparison. In the middle of it was a plate that read First Class. A first class gymno? Well, it seems like it. Let's have a look then, shall we? Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but he stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing why. Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. Man, I get it, this is a game, but what would happen if we actually get to see the organs and stuff? He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't leave his mind. What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit, as though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. It was hard to believe the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood. Wait, did the blood dry out already? The lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor. The awkward, twisted tangle of shredded intestines. The head wrenched to some grotesque, unnatural position. The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked and the frame bent in distortion. Next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from the ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or detects that its wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse, and a knot of muscle gripped into his throat. He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none the worse for wear. He looked around. This place looks actually quite classy. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. There were 2 doors on the right side of the room. He opened one, the one on his right, and went through. On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway, opened the door at the other end, and peeked through. There they were, to his right, busy examining something. He stepped through the door and walked toward them. What's up?
Check this out. We found this thing here on the door.
The red light's on? Does that mean it's locked?
So I would assume.
Is there any other way out? We looked for a little farther than this door. We didn't find anything. So you're telling me that unless we can open this door?
Yes, we won't be going anywhere.
Junpei stepped away from the door and looked around the room. The room they were in looked like a bedroom. He figured the room he originally entered was the living room, or whatever passed for one on a ship. Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright, let's find a way to open this door.
Come on, guys. See the way out. Alright. You know what? You know what? I think that's just about enough of this as of now. We're gonna do the investigations next time on the stream. Thank you so much for watching. For those who have watched the stream, we will do more of this, so stay tuned next week. See you guys next time. Have fun.